We are live, guys. If you are here, just type hello in the chat. I see people are here. Just type hello in the chat. Cannot speak too much today because I got a dental thing done today. So moving my jaw hurts a lot. So I'm just gonna speak with smaller words and not laugh too much. But if you're here, just type hello in the chat and I will wait. As usual, what this is, just for context, this is our weekly, bi weekly YouTube live. So we do every week, every Friday, a YouTube, we do a live, one day on YouTube, one day on Instagram. Today we're doing it on YouTube and we're answering the questions you guys submitted. So if you're here, just type hello. Hi, Janvi. Hi, Ashi. Who else is here? Let me know. Just give me a hello. Hi, Xiao. Is that how I say your name? Always lovely to see you too. Awareness Diaries. Welcome back. Hi, Sujata. Hi, how are you guys doing today? Hi, Karthik. Hi, Lakshmikant. Hi, Jagrati. It's a beautiful name. Very nice name. Hi, Infinite Love. Hi, Vivek. I can't laugh too much because I got dental surgery and I have not taken painkillers yet. So after class, after vibe shift today, I will have, there's a liquid form of ibuprofen, which I never knew because I'm not in the world of medicines and stuff like that. So because of this dental thing, they asked me to take that, and I'm actually curious to see how that would be. So that I'll do after vibe shift class today. Hi, Aishwarya. Hi, Padmini. Lovely to see you guys. So, I am doing good. I am just not going to be too animated because of this, but I am excited to answer your questions today. So, remember, the way that I answer the questions will be in a way that affects everybody. So, when I answer it, think of it as though it's your own question that's being answered. Take notes, bring your notebook and pen. When you're ready, just type ready and we'll get started. Okay, just type ready. Stan says, how are you? I'm very good. How are you, Stan? What was the highlight of your day today? Let me know. Hi, Beena. You can ask me something, Stan, but after some time. First, we have to honor the people who took the time out to actually send us their questions, and then after that, we'll take something from the chat. Okay, always ready to hear you, says Ashi. Thank you. All right. Okay, Stan says, please explain about the Tratak meditation. I don't know what that is. In fact, there's so much I was telling. Someone asked me this question. Please excuse my whole oral thing today. Someone asked me this question yesterday when I was doing a one-to-one session, and they said, why do you only follow, few mentors, only few things? Like you don't go and study all over the place or all this different information. And I was explaining to them why I just have two mentors for mindfulness. I just have two mentors for law of attraction. I just have two mentors for marketing, business, sales. Just two. Why? Because I want to, these guys have shown the path so deeply. I want to go as deep as they've been. I don't need to search anywhere else. They've been that path, so I just have to follow down that path. So because of that, so many different questions that we get, like what are, how to do switch words. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they are. What I do know is my field, which is the creation part of it, so the law of attraction, the mindfulness part of it, that is healing emotional pain and living very regularized life to not suffer people situations. Those are things that I can help with, and so that's what we're going to get started with. All right, so let's start off. Before you all bombard me with questions, let's start off with people who have actually submitted those questions. So let's begin with the first question. Now, take your the ones who are here to take notes. Take your notebook and pen and make notes. So let's begin with question number one. Okay, so the questioner says, do I have to work hard for getting my desire? For example, cracking an exam, or staying in alignment is enough? So the question essentially is, do I need to work hard in order to achieve my desires, or staying in alignment is enough? So this is a question that applies to everybody. So let's look at this question. When you are in alignment with your desire, so basically, you're so convinced that this desire is your destiny. You're fully in alignment with it. You are connected to it. You love the feeling of having it. You know you deserve it. You know it's possible. You know it's the next logical thing in your life. If this has to happen, you're so convinced. That's your state of alignment. When you're in that aligned state with the desire, what happens is it's almost like a electricity in your body. If you get shocked, your body is going to move, right? It's the same way when you are so full of your alignment, your body will begin to move to take actions from that place, from that alignment. So you will want to suddenly, you will feel like doing a lot of different things. You'll feel inspired to do different things without really knowing how that's affecting your desire, but you'll start moving on your own. Like, when let's take a Christmas Day example. I know that's not super relatable, but just take an example of a bunch of kids who are going to wake up to Christmas presents. They know for a fact that under the Christmas tree are all these Christmas presents. What are they going to do? Tell me in the chat. What are they going to do when they wake up in the morning? Will they stay in bed and be like, why am I living this life? I should have been born as a plant, would have been better than being. No. What are they doing? They immediately they jump out of bed because their whole spirit is so excited to experience these gifts, right? So what is the force that makes you act? Is that joy? Is that knowing that something is going to happen for you? So when you're in alignment, you'll start noticing yourself taking aligned actions, inspired actions automatically without you even seeing it as actions. It will feel very natural, it will feel very fun. So the goal is, instead of working hard, first get into alignment. And then when you're in alignment, you'll notice that you're naturally beginning to take actions without even realizing it. That you start suddenly, you'll feel like calling somebody, or you'll see some information, or you feel like going somewhere, or you'll something will move your body, move you, and you'll end up taking actions that will eventually lead you to your desire. For example, let's say for so I'd like you guys to listen to the answers because it affects all of you, because all of your answers, all your questions, how do I break a pattern, astrology, all the answers, I'm just telling you, this is the answer. When you're in alignment with your desire, you will naturally notice yourself, in fact you may not even notice, acting in a way. For example, somebody who identifies as a drummer but just began drumming, they're going to naturally, because of their identity that I'm a drummer, they're going to naturally run through drumming lessons, run through videos, run through things, and get really, really good at drumming because that's their identity. They're so in aligned. They're so aligned with somebody who's a drummer. But if their identity is the opposite, I'm not a drummer, I'm not good enough, am I supposed to make it? I don't even know if I'll make it. Then doing that hard work is going to feel super, super hard and also super slow journey in making it to the desired state. So alignment first, action will come naturally from that alignment. You will not feel like it's hard work at all. You will enjoy the journey of doing it. If that answer was helpful to anybody, just type helpful in the chat, and then we'll go to the next question. Okay. Okay, the questioner asks, does mindfulness raise your vibration? By the way, I just wanted to say, for every question that has been asked here so far, what I'm seeing, how do you use the law of attraction, how to break a pattern, astrology, dream job, I have videos on them. So at any point, if you feel like my guidance is valuable, you can just type the name of my channel and the topic, and you will find something on that topic. Okay, so in case I can't answer, you know that I've already answered it on the videos before. So, okay. Okay. So, the first part of this is mindfulness. Okay. Does mindfulness raise your vibration? Is the question. So, let's answer this in two parts. Firstly, what is mindfulness? A lot of people, I've seen people who've finished all my courses and still not know very clearly what is mindfulness, and what is, yeah, let's start there. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is very simple. It is the natural ability to observe and dissolve whatever is appearing in the present moment. So, right now, if what's appearing inside of you in the present moment is negative thoughts, fear, your whatever is going on inside of you, anxiety, maybe you're feeling sick or you're feeling pain. Like in my case, I just finished a dental thing, so I have pain on this entire side of my face. I'm aware of that pain, but I'm not suffering that pain. I'm watching that sensation. Let's say if it's fear, hurt, anger, I'm observing it, but I'm not suffering it. And as I'm observing it, I'm just, making friends with it. It begins to dissolve because I'm not judging it, I'm not resisting it, I'm not adding fuel to it. I'm just observing it. And as I observe it, it begins to release its energy because it goes from one form to another form. So that is mindfulness. So if you're so riddled with negative, you're so riddled with pain and negativity, if you observe that and it begins to dissolve, naturally your vibration will go up. That's how we know the mindfulness definitely changes your vibration. Okay, good. Let's take another one. Let me know if that answer helped anybody. If it did, just type helped in the comments. This is for my reference. Okay, all right. The next question someone asks, I'm having health issues for more than 20 years. I have difficulty in walking. Can I get your help? Okay, that's a great question. So let's look at health in general. Okay. All right. Yeah, so Shweta, you are the universe. There's no separation between you and the universe. So something happened to you and you think it's something that the universe is doing it to you. So many I wish in fact I think what all of you should do is tomorrow there is a free class happening 6 o'clock India for serious seekers. 6 o'clock Indian Standard Time tomorrow, that is Saturday, 28th, 6 o'clock to 8:30. If you're a serious seeker of trying to understand all of these things, I'm doing a free class, not charging you anything, even though it's a very powerful class, condensed so many of our teachings in one class. Come register for it. You'll see the registration link in the description. My team will also put. Come for it because so much of the fact that you believe that you are different and the universe is different. The universe has one idea of what life should be, and you have a different. You need to get your basics, but also your bigger than basics ready. Correct. So come for that class so that it'll make your life so much easier when you just understand and know things than when you don't know things and then wonder, oh, is the universe against me, or am I supposed to listen to the universe and not get what I want? Just come. Okay, come for the class. You'll find the link. My team will put it in the chat as well as it's in the description. Okay. All right. So let's take the question of health here. So, hi Anupama. So, health, just for your context, I'm going to make a full video on this topic soon. Health is a natural stream. It's as natural as it is a stream of water, right? It is a natural stream. If we can release from ourselves a few things, that health will be restored. It's quite natural. So, what is the things that we need to look at when it comes to manifesting health? And there are four things. Okay, I'm making a whole video on this soon, so keep an eye out. But there are four things. My job is to share everything I can with you guys. You guys have the job to take that seriously and actually practice it. So, what is the first part? The first part of health is always to withdraw your attention from the symptoms. What does this mean? This means you don't identify as someone with a health issue for 20 years. It also means that you don't research your health issues constantly. It also means that you don't think about it constantly. It also means that when you have the symptom come up, you do not go into a negative spiral. So you don't keep this active in your vibration. So you withdraw your attention from the symptoms and you put your attention on other things. Now, what is that other things? The other things could be other things in the present moment. The other things could be that you are visualizing the kind of body and the health that you want. The other things could be because we have so many success stories on health of people who've healed from decade long issues that they've had is from this, the fact that they're not focusing anymore on that. They are building something new. They're building a totally new structure of their body. They're focused on this stuff. So the first foremost is always to withdraw your attention from the story, from the symptoms. That brings us to the second part. How do I withdraw my attention from the symptoms when it's right in my face? Like, let's say right now I've got a dental thing, I have pain all over the left side of my face. I'm aware of that. But we do not judge when it shows up, when the symptom shows up. You do not judge it, you do not resist it, you become friends with it. Because the reason why the symptom is here, even if it was because of a trauma from car running over you or your leg broke, whatever reason it is here, it's a result of previous thoughts and previous energy. which is burning away right now as the pain that you currently feel. It's the same thing with life. Because of your previous thinking, you're having a problem in life. If we can learn to observe that without judging it, without resisting it, it will pass. This pain will pass. The body is the most tremendous healing force there is. If we can allow the process to go through without psychologically getting psyched out or hurt or judging or going to a story, it will heal because healing is a natural flow. We are always healing. Throughout the night, we're healing. Throughout the day, we're healing. That flow is very natural. So, the second part is to is to not judge or resist when the symptoms are here. The third part is to build the new body, how you want your body to be. You want to practice it in your mind. You want to see each part of your body as a particular character. If you can, you see your heart is like happy and dancing. You see your legs are strong. You see yourself walking up the mountain and you see yourself jumping around. You're training your body to believe in that new future. That's the third part. The fourth part is identity. Identity. A lot of people in my field, I have seen, they will unconsciously hold on to their sickness, to their illness, because they don't know who they are outside of their problem. So, people who deal with the problem for a very long time, how much ever therapy they've taken, how much ever work they've done, and they still are there in that issue, is because of identity. They don't know who they are outside of their problem because they've dealt with it for 20 years. So, and they don't want to explore that or strengthen a new identity. So they cling on to the illness because that's the only thing that is gives it a familiar identity. Identity is a big part. It's same with weight loss. When you identify as a big girl or a big boy, but then you're working so hard to become skinny, whatever you do, you'll always go back to your identity because your subconscious or your mind in general needs to keep things familiar, and if it has to match your identity. Same thing with money, same thing with health, same thing with anything. If you don't see yourself as a person who can have this, but you see yourself as a victim, life has to be consistent with your identity. So identity, identifying as somebody whose body is healthy, noticing where your body is doing well. I was able to digest food. I am able to see that flower. I am able to hear clearly. My body is functioning in so many different awesome ways. I'm able to process this. So when you start thinking in that way, your identity shifts to somebody who has phenomenal body. And from there, that identity shift will eventually, you can build it up to, hey, I'm super blessed, super blessed with my body. I have amazing physical health. Then you start noticing as identity changes, your body changes because your body is listening to every thought that cascades. I'll give you an example here. Once I was laying down in bed and I was doing this thing called body scanning where you feel the vibration, like the vibration moving through your entire body, the energy. And I was just laying there for a long time and I came to this point of stillness where my body was so still. And then I had a thought. And it was like a fear thought or an anxious thought. And immediately saw the ripple of that thought go through my entire body, like went all over my body. And I said, that was one thought. And because I was so still and I was watching my body so carefully, I noticed that movement in the body. But imagine the amount of hundreds of thousands of thoughts that we're thinking, which is all cascading into ourselves, into our body. Imagine how much weight your body holds when you identify with your disease. So, point being, change your identity to somebody who actually has a very powerful body. Your body is powerful. You have a cut today, tomorrow you see how powerful your body is. So identity makes a huge difference when it comes to health. If you got any value from this answer, just type valuable. Okay. All right. Now let me take a few questions from the chat. Harvoye says, do you live in Croatia? Yes, I do live in Croatia. Do you live in Croatia? Because you have a Croatian name. So I would speak in Croatian if you tell me that you live in Croatia. Okay, all right. Next, awareness says it's tomorrow the webinar. Yes, tomorrow webinar is tomorrow 6 to 8:30. It's our main huge webinar. So today I'm conserving my energy because tomorrow we're going to be like moving through the air with the energy of tomorrow's class. Okay. The next person says, Can we connect to our intuition? Yes, absolutely. You're always connected to your intuition. What made you click on this video? What made you listen? There's some force in you that's always guiding you. It's always there. You cannot be disconnected from it. But when you go down into a hurtful place, we tend to block out a lot of the insights because our mind is very noisy. So when you do your mindfulness and you're more still, you're going to be able to hear those intuitions much more, but you're always getting it. You're always guided all the time. Okay. Shweta says, "What are your thoughts on Bashar?" I love Bashar. I love Bashar. I can't it's the same thing with Abraham Hicks. The teachers teach things, and I apply them, and they work. So I listen to them. Whether Bashar, if Daryl is really channeling Bashar and Bashar actually exists, I don't know. But I do know that it's valuable for me to listen to them. So I love Bashar. Absolutely love Bashar. Okay, Mega says, after a long time, I'm connecting with you. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. Missed a few messages here, but okay, all right. Mega says, "You are amazing, coach." Thank you, Mega. I really, really appreciate that. How to find my purpose? Purpose is okay. I will take one question from here, and then I have to go back to the submitted questions, and then I have to go for my vibe shift class, and of course, tell you guys to come for tomorrow's main free webinar, how to change your life in less than 6 months without 5 a.m. routines, without forcing yourself to be positive. If that's for you, please register. My team has pinned the link to register. So, how to find my purpose? Purpose basically is like, if there's something you absolutely love to do, like you would do it for free. Okay, like this, it's a free class, what I'm giving you right now, and I would do it anyway. No one's paying me for this. I'm giving you information that people do pay me for, but I would do it anyway because I love doing it. So this is the part of what you love doing. Plus, there's a need in the market. There's a need in the world for what you love to do. Where these two match, you will find your purpose. And the cool thing is, we live in a universe where everything can be monetized. The idea that your art or this or that cannot be monetized is an outdated idea. We live in a world where everything can. You can play video games and make money. You can. I know when I was in when I my old platform where my older courses were teachable. When I first came on that platform, there was someone who was making money selling how to catch butterflies. They were making money on a course on how to catch butterflies. Everything can be made, every passion can be monetized, but that's how you find your passion. Okay, so let's look at one more question. There are all these forgiveness questions coming up. Let me take that over here. I think someone else also asked about forgiveness. Okay. Okay, let me just take two more questions because I have to run in 3 minutes. I have class. Okay, so few things. Forgiveness. Let's look at forgiveness. How to love, how to forgive people. I have again come for tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we're dealing with everything. Every question you have asked me today, there's an answer in tomorrow's class. That's why it's 2.5 hours long class. Please register. It's free. Come. But let's look at forgiveness. What forgiveness actually is. Forgiveness is when you do not feel pain in relation to something. That is forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness means I don't feel pain in relation to that thing. So it has nothing to do with people or the situation. It has to do with how we ended up feeling towards it. So how do we come to a point of feeling at peace related to what someone did or said or parents? This is a huge topic, but I'll make it very easy to understand. The same thing, if I can go inside my body and notice where all of that unforgiveness is, all of that pain is, and be able to hug that pain. That pain is basically the aspect of me that is hurt. And usually that's a childhood version. So a child inside of me is hurt, and different people just hit the same wound again and again. So usually it's just the child. So I hug that pain and I observe it and I breathe through it until I come to a point of calm. And then I'll bring up the person again, or I'll bring up the memory again and see how I'm reacting. And I keep doing it until when I see that person or I see the memory or I think about that situation, I no longer feel anything. When you're in that calm state, you will suddenly have all these insights. Suddenly, you will understand them and you'll be like, oh, I get where they came from. oh, I understand the situation better now. Oh, this is how I need to move past this. So there's no personal hurt anymore. Now you just learn all the spiritual lessons, you bless them, and you say, may you have a good day, good life, and you're able to move on. Forgiveness has nothing to do with what someone did. Forgive Firstly, our hurt, again, huge topic. Our hurt is a lot to do with how we interpreted their actions, because it kind of went down to the way we believe about ourselves. Big topic. Come for tomorrow's class, you learn a lot tomorrow. Please come. It is free. It's a huge, our main 2025 event. Please come. But yes, you learn a lot about it tomorrow. But ideally, if you can come to a form of, whether you do PBM or whether you, there are 100 ways of, in my own academy we have like 5 different ways of doing forgiveness. All of it just goes back to, I have released the amount of pain that is in my body in relation to what this person said or did. So now I just, it's just a memory. I'm not affected by it. Now I can move on. And when I'm in that state, I get to understand that person and their wounding and where they came from. So I have more compassion, understanding, and I've grown in life as opposed to being as a bitter victim to life. Okay, good. So, did that give you some answers and some insights? So it's not about we don't have to try to understand them. Try to just have to deal with your own pain. That's it. So if anybody was helped by this, please let me know. I have to go to class now. I have Vibe Shift. Just for context, Vibe Shift is our daily 20-minute sessions, Monday through Friday. I'm doing a video soon on my favorite success stories from these 20 minutes a day sessions. It's got meditation. It's got the energy shifting exercises. It's got success stories. It's got woohoo dance. It's got different things to shift your vibration every day for you to attract, not just attract. Everything else becomes a consequence of your energy. And to keep your energy in the right place, we have these vibe shift sessions. If you're interested in that, you can find the link here. And I look forward to seeing you in class. Okay. If I've not been able to answer a question, please DM it to us on Instagram, and we will take it for next week's live as well. Okay, I love you all. I hope that I've been able to connect with somebody here and the answers have been pivotal for some people, because that's why I'm here. So I hope that it's been of value to you. I hope you take it. I hope you practice it. I hope you achieve amazing things in your life because you got the answer. Just do it. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you live again next week. Bye, everyone.